Good evening, League. This is Roger with the Cobra's Fantasy Baseball Update for Thursday, June 25th. Before I begin, I have to acknowledge it. The Yankees beat the Tigers 4-2 last night in Detroit. I have spent a lot of time trying to make peace with pinstripes. Last night, I did not. Moving on. Six matchups on the board for Week 14, and the gap between the comfortable and the desperate is already widening. Let's go through them. Boss Hogg's chicken recipes leading Acuna Matata 8-0. Brandon Marsh is the engine, 7 for 13 on the week, two homers, a 1.615 OPS. Mookie Betts has chipped in 5 for 13 with a long ball, and Manny Machado is sitting on a 1.162 OPS. Acuna Matata has the names but not the production. Bryce Harper is 3 for 13 with no power. Byron Buxton is 2 for 13. And Aroldis Chapman somehow logged a blown save without recording an out. The Buddha said suffering arises from clinging to expectation. He may have been thinking about that line in the box score. Primetime Jeffrey trailing Amarillo Wonder 2-8. Bo Bichette is keeping Jeffrey alive. 5 for 12, two homers, three driven in, but Amarillo is stacking arms. Shohei Ohtani threw six and struck out eight to pick up the win against Baltimore. Sandy Alcantara gave up one earned in 6 2/3 against Texas. And behind the plate, Samuel Basallo has two homers and four RBI. That's an 8 category cushion built on starting pitching. Crush the return ahead of A. Shera 6-4. The closest contest on the board, Robbie Ray spun 8 scoreless with 6 punchouts. Dalton Varsho is 6 for 14 with a homer and 2 stolen bags. On the other side, Bryson Stott went 4 for 11 with 5 runs, a homer, 4 driven in. And Foster Griffin tossed 7 1/3 with 9 strikeouts and a 1.23 ERA. The middle way is narrow. These two are walking it. Starla's Supper Club down 9-1 against Tragic Hardball, and the reason has a name. Dansby Swanson, 7 for 12, 3 home runs, 15 RBI, a 2.122 OPS. I caught myself this morning calculating an over-under on his RBI total for the rest of the week. Old habits. I went and made another pot of coffee instead. Kazuma Okamoto has chipped in a homer and 4 RBI of his own. Starla got heroic work from Paul Goldschmidt and 8 shutout innings from Kyle Bradish. But you don't outslug Swanson alone. Pete's shitty-ass team leading the creepy leaping base grabbers 6-3. William Contreras is hitting at a 1.238 clip behind the dish. Brandon Woodruff struck out 10 over 6 scoreless innings. The base grabbers have bright spots. Otto Lopez is 6 for 11 with 4 runs and a 1.524 OPS. Wilyer Abreu added a homer and a steal, but the bullpen has been bleeding earned runs, and that's flipping the ratio categories. Only Fams up 8-2 on Sakara's football. Freddie Freeman is locked in, 6 for 12, a homer, a 1.488 OPS. Francisco Alvarez had a 2-homer day from the catcher slot. JHKL.JA Noade added 2 more bombs. Soccer's bright spot is Sonny Gray, 11 strikeouts and 7 innings against St. Louis. But one start does not close an 8-category gap. That's the update. As the Buddha once said, you can observe a lot just by watching. This is Roger. May your streamers stream and your closers close.